Guys, how are you? This
Hi,
is
guys.
my professor, Marcus Tulio.
How are you guys?
Today we will make an interview and too much stuff and too much questions to him. And he will answer and tell us all about his De La Riva team and all about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
I try to answer everything. Okay?
We'll talk to you later.
Every time.
Guys, now I will make an interview with my professor, Marcus Tulio, ASM De La Riva team, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He is my professor and he promoted me to the blue belt, and when I go to fighting competitions, he comes with me all the time. Okay, so we know him and we will start asking him his questions. Professor Marcus, how are you?
Hello, guys.
How are you? Good?
I'm fine.
Tell us about yourself. When did you start Jiu-Jitsu? When did you have your black belt? How many degrees do you have?
I'm started Jiu-Jitsu is 24 years ago. When I was young, I'm 20 years. I'm start from Master Ricardo de la Riva. Master Ricardo gave me the black belt in 2004.
2004.
Yes, but I don't train in 1 year because I have one serious injuries in my foot, and after then I'm started again training and move to South Brazil and create my team ASM BJJ, and there I'm teaching another peoples there and promote 26 black belts.
That's a very big number. Okay, Captain. Now I will ask you about. You told me about your foot injury.
Yeah.
How many degrees black belt do you have?
I have 3 degrees. Next year, 4th degree.
So the injury in your leg, 1 year you stop.
Yes, 1 year.
If you didn't stop, you would be 4 degrees.
Yes, 4 degrees.
So in Jiu-Jitsu, when you stop from injury, you don't get promoted.
No, because I don't train. I don't go to the tournaments. I need to go to the tournaments and for make my record in the IBJJF, for change my belts, for make more degrees.
Guys, BJJ is Brazil International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu
Federation.
But the Brazilian guys pronounce it. How do you say it, Captain?
International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation.
What did you say? Beta?
BJJ.
BJJ. Yeah. Now it's good. Anyway, Captain, one of the question now. Some guys asking question. You promoted me to blue belt. I start Jiu-Jitsu 2 months. You see me first like 2-3 weeks, a guy coming, training, and then you take me to your team, you gave me blue belts. Some of the guys told me, Abdullah, take white belt, go competition, take medal. And you said for me, no, go blue belt. Why did you say for me, go blue belt? Why didn't you tell me to play white belt to get medal? Why blue?
Because I saw in you good potential for blue belt, and I have students in Brazil is training jiu-jitsu, is a good student, is a high performance in judo like you, is black belt, is it's not good, it's not foul. I put you in the white belt,
Yeah.
If you go to the tournament white belt, maybe you killing something. I don't know, but I think you have a good potential, and the blue belt is perfect for you now.
Sounds good. Sounds good, Captain. Now, Captain, I would like to ask you about the style of the game. Now everybody knows that I'm a judo player, and my style is in judo is pressure, getting close, too much close, take down, and this stuff. So when I fight, when I go to your house to train inside your house, everybody, guys, in my Instagram saw the videos that I train inside your house. What kind of techniques do you teach? What is spider guard?
Spider guard.
Spider guard. Why don't you tell me, Abdullah, oh, play spider guard or this stuff? Why do you just give me pressure? What is the view or point of view?
When I see you the first time in training in the club with the another guys, I see you want a good potential, and I see you have a good techniques for takedown because you are black belt judo, you know. And I think this guys is have a one style for you. You know, you take down, control, pass the guard, make a pressure all the time. You are strong guys, and I think this is the game for Abdullah. And I teaching my students like that. You know, in Brazil, I look my students, and one guys have long legs and good for make the spider guards, the lasso guard, you know. And you is a strong guys, and you have a very good takedowns, and you need to take down, control, pass the guard, you know, side control modes, and you improve more your jiu-jitsu.
So Captain, basically, you see the player, you see his style, you develop his style.
Yes.
You don't, like, for example, you see my style, you don't tell me, Abdullah, let's play, I will teach you spider, do this in spider. You don't do this thing. You only teach each player for his own game, own style.
You need to know. You need to know the game. You need to know, make a spider guard, make a lasso guard. But you need to train more your game, you know, your specific game, your good game for you.
Okay, Captain, now I will ask you about, in general, about the professors. What do you think about professor who have like 25, 30 students? They come to train every day. They do anything professor say, but they don't get medal.
I think in the training is wrong, because if you have 30 students and training hard every day, make the techniques and sparring. Anyway, these students come to tournament. Man, one take medal. It's impossible one don't take medal. You know.
So every student plays with a good professor. He must take medal, if not first competition, second, if not second, third.
Yes.
But he must start getting medals. Okay, another question, Captain, about the belt promotion. How do you promote your students? How do you give them belts?
I looking for everything, you know. I look the style, I look the training, the sparring. I look if you students have a good potential for tournament. If you go to the tournament, if you take medals, you know, like that.
So even guys, so I would say I will ask you, if you have students train hard every day, he's a good player, good technique, but for some reasons he can't go to competition, he can't travel, does he get promoted?
Yes. Some students don't like to go to the tournament. Yes, it's play good, it's training hard, but don't like. But
they get.
Yes, it's get the belt.
Okay, they get the belt. Okay, and some guys like the competition and even they get the belt.
Yes.
Now the question for you: if you have two students, two of them train hard, one of them go to competition every time he get medal, the other one don't go to competition. Let's say they are purple belt, blue belt, whatever, any belt.
Yes.
Do you promote them in the same time, or you give one advantage?
If depends of the when it started. It's start together, you know. It start together. I promote both.
To promote together.
Yeah.
But in this situation, one of them, he will say for you, "Oh, professor, I play competition, I get medals. This guy don't get medals. Why do you promote us together?" What is your answer?
I think I told for the guys is take too much medal is your proud man. But he don't like the competition, you know. Respect him and take your medal.
So basically, you have minimum time
Yes.
for belts.
Yes.
So you give minimum time for belts.
Yes, I follow the rules IBJJF.
JTF, International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation.
International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation. I follow
هذه
the
هي
rules.
كلمة.
All the time I follow the rules of the IBJJF.
Okay, Captain, I have a surprise question for you. Guys, I didn't tell him about this question. I just told him that I'm gonna surprise him. So, the question is, Professor, seminars. I would say we have two academies. One of them, he bring guy to do a technique seminar.
Yes.
And the
it's
other,
good.
yeah, and the other school bring guy to fight with the students. Which one do you think is better?
I think it's all the time seminar is good because you improve your jiu-jitsu, you learn more techniques, you know. But if you need to train hard, if you need to make a sparring all the time, every day, you know, and make the drills and train the technique and try to improve more and more your jiu-jitsu.
So basically, you need both
Yes.
fighters and seminar.
Yes.
You cannot do one of them.
No,
They have
only
to be.
only one. No, you need to improve it. For you improve your jiu-jitsu and for go to the tournaments, you need to train hard and make it workout and make the technique, seminars and sparring. Sparring is very important. Every day, sparring.
And Captain, how many fights in a day we should do? Usually in Brazil, in your school in Brazil, if you have like for example normal day, no competition, nothing. How long is, first of all, how long is the training time, and how do you divide?
I know.
Yeah, okay.
I'm divide the class like that. 2 hours. Half hours exercise. Half hour technique. You need to repeat. And 1 hour sparring.
So 1 hour warm up, 1 hour, half an hour warm up, half an hour techniques, passing the guard, showing the
Yes.
techniques for everybody.
Yes.
1 hour fighting.
Fight.
1 hour.
Yeah.
How long do you put the time for the fight?
If depends because I looking. If the class have too much black belts, white belts, I put 5 minutes.
5 minutes, and how many minutes rest?
Only one.
5 minutes on, 1 minute rest.
Yes.
For white belt.
Yes.
What about if you have like I would say
Too much blue belts, more than white belts, I put 6
6 minutes. 2 minutes rest or 1 minute? 1 minute.
1 minute.
Okay, so in Al Ain here, when we do the open mat, we do 6 minutes,
Yes.
2 minute rest.
Yes.
What is your comment about this?
No, because it's some coaches there is old like me. I'm 44, and 6 minutes is good, and 2 minutes for rest is very good.
So
Yes, but the young guys is new in the belt, you know, blue belts, purple belts, brown belts. The young guys need to train in 6, 7. Only 1 minute for rest is very good.
only 1 minute resting for each fight.
English for
Captain, you
ASM,
have to
right?
now answer this very hard question.
Okay.
How? do you-
I try to answer.
Yeah, you will answer. You must answer because everybody will be looking at you.
Try, okay.
So, Captain, the question is, how do you know that you have a good student for competition? Like if you have like 7 students blue belt, 7 students brown belt, and you want to go to competition. Now, if you have to choose only 1 or 2 players, how do you know I will choose this one or this one?
In my academy in Brazil, I make the qualify. I take the all guys. Hey, who's go to the tournament? Oh, I'm go, mass. I'm go. Okay, only two go to the tournament because it's the tournament in Brazil. Only 2 for class.
Two for class.
Yes, and now I make the qualify because have a 6, and I make one qualify inside the gym, and the 2 guys is better than another one.
So you
Go to
make
the tournament.
you make a small competition inside your gym,
Yes.
and the winner
Yes.
goes. Okay, Captain. Now another question. You have a good guy. He beat everybody inside your academy.
Yes.
But every time he go to competition, he lose. And one of the guys he beat, he win. You understand me, Captain?
Yes.
Yes. So what do you do for the guy who lose? How can you make him win?
Yes, it's difficult because sometimes the mind and the psychology is very difficult. Some guys is train very hard in the gym. In Brazil, have a name for this, lion of the gym. You know,
Lion of the gym.
But when the student come to the tournament, is don't make the same.
Cut.
The same cut, yes.
Yeah.
Is sometimes it's make nervous, you know. Sometimes it's fear, have a fear, you know. I don't know, and I try to talk about the tournament. Hey, keep calm. Try to make anything you do in the academy, you know, like that.
So basically, you're trying to go inside his mind,
Yes.
change his mind,
Yes.
talk to him, let him feel that he's a champion.
Yes,
So this is the best way to do with these guys.
I think.
Okay,
I think
Captain. Now I have a tricky thing to talk to you about. What kind of message do you want to send for the jiu-jitsu schools who use European professors? You know, I know this is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu. The Brazilian guys started very early, and
Yes.
as a Professor Ramon, he said
Yes.
for me, Brazil you start very, very, very long.
I
Yeah,
have
the Brazilian
students
jiu-jitsu.
there in my gym started 7 years.
7 years they start.
Yes,
Okay,
6 years.
so what kind of message do you want to send for the schools that they use other professors from another countries? What kind of message we can tell them?
I think it's the Brazil is the best, you know, in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Why do you say the best? For example, maybe a guy, let's say from Romania, maybe a guy from England, maybe a guy from Poland, maybe a guy from Italy, he would say, I am better than the Brazilian in teaching.
Yes, some guys teaching good. This time is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu have all the world, you know, have a good students, have a good black belt. If you have a, doesn't matter the country. If you guys is black belt, good black belt, and teach good, because some guys is make a confused because some black belts is only fighter, is not teaching, and some black belts teaching and no good fighter, and some professional is make a balance, you know,
Yes.
good
Fighter.
teaching and good fighter.
But if a professor is a bad
is
fighter,
the
bad
formula.
bad teacher, bad fighter, he's useless.
No have a titles, no have medals, and no have a good technique for teaching, you know, and don't student too much, don't improve your jiu-jitsu, is no good teaching.
Captain, another question now. Do you spar with your students?
Yes, I'm inspired all the time. Now I'm living here 3 years, but when I come to Brazil, you know, and make my promote belts, I train. I try to train to all students, but now it's have too much, 200 and 300, and I choose the best ones and train.
So you all professors should fight with their students.
Yes, I think it's form. a good formula and train with the students and look at the fails, look at the whether and make you run something, you know, and for help the students.
So Captain, you mean when you fight with your student, you fix his mistakes?
Yes, it's good for this, and you train and fix the mistakes. If you-
This is a very good. Captain, how many competitions did you win? How many medals do you have?
I'm fighting the European 2014, third place, and open class, and my category, my class, and I'm 5 times South American championship.
5 times.
5 times and South Brazil championship in the master, both, and I have 16 fights MMA. Then 16.
16 fights.
16.
How many fights you win? How many fights you lose?
I win 10 fights and lose 6.
Now, Captain, about you said MMA. Now I would like to ask you a tricky question about the MMA. Does a guy who play MMA,
Yes.
does he have to play, you think, in your opinion, jiu-jitsu no gi or jiu-jitsu with gi?
Both, because I'm all the time. I have too much students in Brazil is fight MMA, and I told her, hey, if you need to train with gi and without gi, because with gi is improve your more details, you know, details about the technique, you know, and the no gi is better because in the MMA use no gi, you know, but for me
You have to do both.
Yes, you have to do both.
Captain, a quick question: how many medals do you have?
I don't know.
About?
I have approach. I think it's too much medal. More than 40.
More than 40.
Yes.
This is too.
Only here, one year, I competition here. I have 13.
13.
13.
13 ميدالية, 13 medals in UAE, 3 years, and before more than 40 outside.
Yes, more than 40.
So total around 60.
Yes.
Around 60. Captain, now when I go back to Kuwait, I will train in different schools because in Kuwait you are in UAE and I'm in Kuwait, so I have to still
Yes.
keep training. So what do
You need to keep training. Yes.
what do you have an advice for me to if I want to play the World Pro on April? World Pro will come after 1 month and a half.
Yes.
So what will be the hint for me? What should I do? How can I train? Do you have any special stuff for me to tell me about?
Yes, man, you have a potential if you keep training, you know, and you have too much black belt for training and for fix your
Mistakes.
mistakes. Yes, but if you come to quiet, you try to find one place is the students training hard and make sparring all the time. You know, you need to continue your training. If you stop now, when you come back to the quiet, when you go back to the
World Pro.
World Pro, is muscular.
مشكلة.
Muscular.
Okay, Captain. I will ask you another question. If I stay here in UAE and keep my same training, sometimes with you on the weekend, touch some techniques, sometimes in the mat, open mats times,
Yes.
do you think I can get a medal in World Pro?
Yes, of course. If you want to train more, if you train sparring, if you keep going to my house and make the class, you know, e-
So you think I can get gold medal if I stay here?
Yes.
Gold medal, not silver, not bronze, gold. I can get the gold.
you
gold.
take the medal.
I already take one,
Yeah.
but because the world bro, what I know is UAE International Jiu-Jitsu Federation. They give chairs for guys from Brazil to come here.
Yes,
It's very hard.
More
competition.
people come.
More people.
You know, too much people.
But you
Yes.
think even when these people come, and I keep training with you,
Yes.
I get medal.
Yes.
So
of course.
it means if I didn't get medal in the world bro, means something is wrong.
Okay, but if you want to train, if you continue your training, you go to your country quiet and training and come back training. You know, if you train, this is the magic. You know, if you train, you have a good. How does it mean? If you train hard, man, you take the medal. Say gold, silver,
Bronze, medal. is a medal.
bronze, medals is medal. If you train hard, you take the medal. This is the way.
This is the way. Okay, Captain. Now I will ask you. I wear a blue belt. I fight with black belt all the time. You see me. I can fight with some black belts. I can beat blue belts.
Yes.
You see me in the competition. I can beat anybody with a blue belt.
Yes.
When do you think that this is the time you want to change me to purple belt?
You are new in the blue belt. You are very good fighter. You beat how many guys in the different country, you know, in the tournaments here. But you need to learn more, improve more, and make more experience, you know, and make the time in your belt. Because I follow the rules of the BJJF. Yes.
So what is the minimum time for me if I go to the world bro
Yeah.
and I took the gold medal? I win with everybody.
I like this because you have a very good
Confidence.
confidence. Yes.
If I take the gold medal, I play the world bro with everybody, different countries, take the gold medal. Now in this time, what will you do?
I think you will stay 1 year.
So-
Year and a half.
So basically, you follow the international Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu rules,
Yes.
which is I have to stay 1 year
Yes.
in blue
and a
belt.
half. Yeah, 1 year and a half in the blue belt.
in the blue belt. So means I will not be purple belt unless we come to 2018.
Yes. And you grow up step by step, you know.
So basically, you follow the rules, but we start with blue belt, not white belt.
Yes.
Now tell me why.
Yes, because you are a black belt from judo, you know.
Is there a rule about black belt? Is there a rule?
Yes.
There is a rule.
Yes, that is the rule. If you train wrestling, judo, you don't go to the white belt. It's dangerous for the another athletes, you know.
So basically, it's to make safety for the white belt.
Yes.
It's not for me enjoy.
No, not about you, about the another competition, because you have a very large experience in the fight, you know. And some guys white belts is training 6 months and go to the tournament.
So I can't play with them.
Yes, this is the difference.
So basically, guys, as you can see, the coach gave me blue belt not because enjoy the blue belt, not because I buy the blue belt, not because he's my friend. No.
Have a reason for this. I have the students black belt in judo in Brazil, the same Abdullah, you know, and I gave the blue belt because it's not allowed. The one guy is training 20 years judo and go to the fight with each other. Another white belt is the only training 3 or 6 months.
So, Captain, basically, there is minimum time.
Yes.
Okay, what do you think about players who stay in blue belts for 3 years?
Yes, it depends of your profession. You know, the minimum is there. The minimum is 1 year and a half. But if your master or professor think, oh, you need to stay more time in the blue belt or more time in purple belt,
Okay,
You know?
Captain, is there is maximum for the? You said there's minimum 1 year and a
Yes,
half. Is there is maximum that they have to? Like for example, if you have a player spend 10 years in blue belt, he's very experienced.
no, but 10 years is too much. No,
So-
never.
but there's no maximum number. He can
No,
stay-
no maximum number. Have a minimum. You follow the rules for the minimum. For change the white for blue belt, and blue belt to purple belt, and purple belt to brown belt, and
Oh,
brown belt.
I will ask you,
Have
Captain.
one minimum.
I will ask you, Captain, now about the minimum for the belts. What is the minimum belt for white belt to blue belt? The first promotion,
1 year.
1 year.
Yeah.
So anybody can get blue belt in jiu-jitsu in 1 year. This is the rule, the minimum.
Yes,
the minimum. And from blue to purple, 1 year and a half.
Well, maybe it's 2 years.
From purple to brown,
Purple to brown, 1 year and a half.
1 year and a half.
Yes.
And from brown to black.
1 year. I
1
think
year.
it's minimum. Yes, because this year the IBJJF changed the rules.
So they make it 1 year.
Yes. Probably this when I say, okay?
سمعتوا يا جماعة. Do you have anything to say for the jiu-jitsu players around the world, around Kuwait, around the Middle East? Do you have any message to pass for them before we leave?
Hey guys, believe it and keep doing the training hard, okay? Make sparring, train the technique and enjoy because jiu-jitsu is a lifestyle, you know? And you think about the jiu-jitsu, you think is feeling good yourself and for you take a long life, you know?
Thank you guys for watching and see you later.